Hello everyone. This video is going to demonstrate how to use the new time card feature in iSolved as the employee. As you know, we're migrating off of TimeForce and going to be using the time card feature that's in iSolved. The great thing about this is that now all your company benefits, all your payroll information, your tax information, direct deposit, all this is going to be in one portal now. Without having to sign into two different ones to do two different things. So let's get started. So this video, we're going to cover a few topics here. Let me just quickly run through those. The first one is quick punch. We're going to how to punch in and out on your time card. If you missed a punch, how to request that your supervisor add that punch to your time card. Third thing is how to verify your time card. Number 4, how to put in an absence request, whether it's PTO, jury duty, military, whatever absence you have. We'll go over how to request that. The fifth thing we'll look at is how to add on-call pay. If you're an employee that has on-call pay that you add to your time card each pay period, we'll go over how to add that to your time card. And the last thing, we will look at how to do a preview of your upcoming check. So with that said, let's get started. And the first thing we'll do is we'll log into the iSolved portal. And again, this is the same portal that you've been using to make direct deposit updates, look at your check history, pull your W-2. This is the main employee portal with iSolved. So log in using your credentials. And you'll come to the home screen. The first thing we want to cover is how to punch in and out on your time card. And it's really simple. It's a 2-click process. Underneath the iSolved banner, there's a pink bar. Click on that clock icon and then click Quick Punch. When you click Quick Punch, it'll tell you there's a punch saved and the time that you clicked. Now to get to your time card, navigate down to the bottom left under Employee Self-Service. Expand that menu, then expand the time sub-menu, and there you'll see time card. Click on time card and this will bring you to the iSolved time card. And here you can see on Thursday 8 a.m. this is the punch that I just did, and it'll give you, if you hover over it, it'll give you details about the punch, the date, the exact time you did the punch, and some other information about what department you work. So that is how you punch, and it knows automatically if it's a punch in or punch out. When it's time to punch out, again, it's the same process. Log into iSolved, click on the clock icon, click on Quick Punch, and again, it'll automatically know whether it's an out or an in punch, and it will do everything for you. So that's all you need to do for punching in and out. Now what happens if you forget to punch? You have a missed punch. So you can see here on Tuesday I punched in at 8 a.m. but I forgot to punch out. So I need to let my supervisor know about the missed punch so it can get added to my time card. So the process to do that is, again, go back to the clock icon here on the pink bar, and then you see Submit Missed Punch. Click on that Submit Missed Punch. It brings up this dialog box, and here we change the date. It was on Tuesday where I had the missed punch, and I clocked out for the day at 4 p.m. and nothing to change here. Click Save. And what that'll do, you can see you have a note now at the top of your time card that you have an employee, that you have a pending punch request. And that sends a notification to your supervisor to go into their portal and approve that request. So you will not see anything on your time card until your supervisor approves that missing punch. So it'll be a good idea to, once you do this, go ahead and send an email to your supervisor letting them know, hey, I had a missed punch, so they can go in and approve that in their portal. But once they approve that, it will block out the time like you see here on Wednesday from 8 to 5. It'll block out that time in blue, and you'll know it's approved at that point. All right, that is how you do a missed punch request. Next, let's look at how do you verify your time card. So again, looking at the time card screen here up on this black menu bar here, you can see verification button here. Click on that. You can see you have a spot here as an employee to click check. And again, this will be, you're verifying that yes, all your time is correct. All your PTO is in, or any days off therein, it is correct. And this is done after the pay period. So usually on Monday following the close of the pay period is when you need to come in here and verify your time card. So you'll click on this checkbox here, and you can see I clicked on it and it wouldn't let me because I've got that missing punch and I've got some things that are outstanding that need to be fixed. So once those get cleaned up, it'll let me verify the time card. Again, one note here for salary employees, your time card is going to look a little different. In TimeForce, you're used to seeing 8 hours on each day. In iSolved, they don't put hours on the time card if you're salary. So your time card is going to be blank unless there's absence on there, PTO, or any other type of absence. You'll see that on your time card. Or if there's holiday hours, you'll see those holiday hours on your time card also. But it's still important for salary employees to also verify their time card, saying that they didn't take any PTO during or any other absence during that pay period. So salary employees do the same process. Each Monday following the pay period, come in here, verify your time card. Next thing to look at is how do you put in a absence request. So if you need to request PTO, again, right here on the time card menu itself, it's pretty convenient. They have a button here for you to request time off. So click on that button. And again, this is fairly similar to the TimeForce screen for requesting time off. You click or you choose your absence policy. Usually it's going to be PTO, and it'll give you it'll auto-populate the hours for you. It'll give you what your after your time off request is, what your hours will be after your time off request. And again, if I want to put a date range, I can put a date range in here, pull the calendar up. Let's say I want to take off Friday. Let's say from Friday and Monday. So I put in the date range there, Friday to Monday. But notice that it's going to also check Saturday and Sunday. One of the common mistakes we see on time cards is people putting in their PTO request and it includes holiday or it includes the weekend. So be sure to uncheck Saturday and Sunday and any holidays that might fall in between your date range also. You can see here, once I uncheck those, it's 8 hours per day. Total hours requested will be 16 hours just for the 2 days. Again, you can put a start time in if you want. If not, it'll fall to 12 a.m. So you can put a start time in at 8 a.m. And then you can add notes and click save. That'll send a request to your supervisor for them to approve the request. And now you can see on your time card you have this block of time pending. Once it is approved, it'll change over to approved here on your time card. Here beside the date, you can navigate to the next pay period, and you can see here's that Monday for that PTO request that you have pending. Also notice out here on Monday 5/31 or 5/31 we have Memorial Day off, so it should have pre-populate any holiday time off that we have on the time card. Other things about time off, if you want to see what your time off balance is, over here in the left sidebar menu, you can see this selection here for time off balances. You can see this test employee's current balance is 95 hours. And then there's some other cards over here showing you what your projected balances are. And it gives you just some data, some statistics about upcoming time off requests, what your anniversary date is, length of service, and how much you accrue each pay period. If you want to see a list view of your time off, you can come into this employee absences screen, change your dates around, what absence policy, if it's pending or approved, and it'll give you a list of what time off you've had in the past, what's coming up, depending on what your date parameters are. And it'll kind of give you a view of what's coming up or what you've had in the past if you want to look at it in a list view. You can also look at it in a calendar view. If you click on the employee calendar, this will show you in a calendar view your time off request pending, approved, and then you can use these buttons here to navigate to different months of the year to view time off. Again, there's a nice convenient button here if you want to come to the calendar to request time off. You can request it from here. You can navigate back to your My Absences list here also. So a couple different ways to navigate around, but everything is pretty convenient right here under your time submenu. All right, next thing I want to look at, let's go back to the time card and look at if you're an employee that has on-call pay, how do you add that to your time card? So let's say on this Friday, let's say we were on call for the weekend, and I'm going to put here, there's a little down arrow right beside Friday 5/14. I'm going to click on that down arrow and it says add adjustment. I'll click on that add adjustment, and on call we'll put in the amount for the on-call pay. Let's say it's $50, and you can put a note here if needed. After that, just click save. Now the important thing here is after you click save there, you need to refresh this time card. And how you do that is over here, the show results button will pop up. Click on it, it'll refresh the time card, and now you'll see down at the bottom you have on-call pay, $50 for that Friday 5/14. And you got this little information icon here that kind of alerts you to that also. But be sure to select that button, show results, after you add it, or it's not going to save properly. All right, on-call pay. Now, next topic, just the last one here, is how to preview your check. This is just a nice little feature they have in iSolved. You can click on it, and anytime you have approved and recorded on your time card will show up here in the check view and kind of give you a look and see, all right, what my net pay is going to be, what my direct deposit is going to be. Just note here that there could be some changes to your deductions if you have some of those outstanding. That could change the ultimate net pay, but this will give you a pretty good idea of what your net pay is going to be, or what it is accumulated so far for the time that you have. All right, that's all the topics here in this video with the new time card system. As always, if you have any questions or need any help, feel free to reach out to me or to your supervisor, and we'll be sure to get those answered for you.